The 8-step feedback formula that turns awkward conversations into growth moments. Most leaders treat feedback like going to the dentist. That sucks. They know it's important. They hate it. They worry they'll say the wrong thing, hurt someone's feelings, or worse, make things awkward in tomorrow's meeting. So what do they do other than avoid it? Here's the truth. If you're avoiding feedback, you're avoiding leadership. At TerraSlate, we didn't want that kind of culture. We built a place where feedback isn't scary, but instead it's normal. When you're hearing, can we talk? It doesn't trigger anxiety if you do this right. It triggers curiosity and engagement. Because when feedback is done right, it doesn't tear people down. You can actually build them up. That's why we use the 8-step feedback formula. It's simple, it's practical, it's repeatable. It's not about just being nice, it's about being nice while being effective. It's not about catching mistakes or gotcha moments. It's about creating growth. Here's what it looks like in action. A few weeks ago, one of our production managers noticed a problem. A team member was taking shortcuts to speed things up, and instead of ignoring it or snapping in frustration, his manager pulled him aside for a quick chat. Here's a step-by-step process of how the conversation went and an example of how you can apply it in your own business. Step 1, introduce the conversation. Start with a calm tone and reassurance. You can say something like, hey, I appreciate your hard work and I have some feedback. Can we chat for 5 minutes? Okay, I'm not afraid of that. Let's do step 2. State your motive from the beginning. Make your intention clear. For example, my goal here is to make sure you're set up for success and aligned with our process. Great, nothing scary yet, right? Step 3, describe the behavior. This part is about stating facts rather than expressing your opinion or your emotion. Say something simple, like, I've noticed a few orders got rushed through the quality control process. There it is. Step 4, state the impact of why. Why does this matter? This is where we connect the dots so you both can see the whole picture together. So when we skip the quality control step, it can affect our reputation for quality, frustrate customers, and lead to returns. This is not you just criticizing me or poking me or whatever. This is because it has a downstream effect on our customers. Got it. Give me step 5. Ask for their perspective. Remember, feedback is a two-way street, so be sure to be inquisitive and ask for the opinion of the person you're in a dialogue with. For instance, what's making it challenging to properly QC each print before it ships? And here is where you will get the real issue. In our case, the employee told his manager that the press was slightly misaligned, so it was taking twice as long to print, putting his station behind in the schedule. So this wasn't carelessness, it was a workflow issue. He's trying to make a deadline. So clarity is critical in this step. Step 6, let's make the suggestion. Start to correct the action. You can offer support rather than blame. For example, would it help if I put in a service call and talk to the press team about the alignment? Yeah, that would actually be great. Step 7, build agreement and get aligned on a plan. Great, let's have our press team take a look now, and I'll also put in a service call. Step 8, say thank you. Always end with a little bit of gratitude and a little bit of appreciation because there's never enough of it in the world. Hey, thanks for being open to the conversation and for caring about the details. This wasn't scary. It was so easy. It was easy for the manager. It was easy for the direct support. We don't call them reports at TerraSlate. They are direct supports because we support them, and the 8-step formula is a way to support them. So that moment could have gone south for both the manager and his direct support. But instead, it built alignment and trust. That's what happens when feedback is done right. It strengthens relationships, it sharpens performance, and it builds trust. At TerraSlate, we train every manager on this framework because feedback isn't just about correcting, it's about connecting. And when people feel safe, they feel heard. And when they feel heard, they can truly listen. When a direct support trusts their manager, beautiful things can happen. So, do you want to build a team that keeps improving without micromanaging? You want to create a culture where feedback flows up, down, and sideways? Because feedback is not a punishment, it's oxygen for improvement. When people learn to give and receive it with respect, your company evolves and grows. You stop managing emotions and you start leading potential. You will go to the promised land. Now it's your turn. How does your team handle feedback? How do you handle feedback? How do you give it? Do you avoid it? Or is it part of how you grow? Do you connect with your direct supports when you give them feedback? Let me know in the comments, and I look forward to hearing from you. Talk soon.